So earlier in 2021, Great Eastern Cutlery released these 85 cap lifter knives or crown lifter, depending on what you want to call it. Um, the 85 is, of course, a pretty popular pattern. And after they released these knives, I was looking for any 85 that I could get for a reasonable price. Unfortunately, even like the salmon acrylic ones, which it seemed like weren't very popular before this drop, had gone up substantially since then because the market for Great Eastern cutlery knives in the past like 2 years has gone crazy. Um, but I got this at a reasonable enough price that I was willing to pay for it. And I did want the dead skunk acrylic, which I think helped me a little bit because I think it was the least popular of the three cover materials because there was a natural micarta, there was like a smooth red bone, and then there was this dead skunk acrylic. And it's not the best example of the dead skunk acrylic, but that's okay. Um, but anyway, this is the 85 pattern, which is this like teardrop jack. Yeah, that's pretty much what it's called. It's got this cool like Coke bottle or beer bottle shield here, which I thought was neat. I wanted the dead skunk acrylic because I thought it kind of looked like the colors for like Coca Cola, which is probably more like what this knife will be used for rather than opening beer because I don't really drink beer. Um, but I wanted the dead skunk acrylic because I don't have any Great Eastern cutlery knives in acrylic, and well, now I do. Um, so I want to see how it'll hold up and everything, and what it'll look like after a while in my pocket and everything. Plus, I just thought it looked cool. But yeah, Coke bottle shield. It's got this crown lifter etch here with some sort of um, branded like bottle cap thing there. That's kind of interesting, like a jester or something. Great Eastern Cutlery does some cool etches on their blades. Um, some of them that are kind of weird, but they're always pretty cool. Um, but yeah, you get this big spear blade, which is one of the reasons why I think people like 85s is the really big spear blade you get. Does have a half stop. Action on this one is good. And then your secondary blade is, of course, a cap lifter or a bottle opener or a crown lifter or whatever you want to call it. And also, you can use it as a flathead screwdriver, just like most of these bottle openers and stuff on pocket knives. Um, but yeah, so knives well put together, obviously, just like most Great Eastern cutlery knives are. Um, Looks really good right now. I don't know what it'll look like after a while of pocket carry with coins and keys and stuff. I don't know how scratched up the acrylic will get, but I wanted to have a knife in acrylic because I didn't have one. And I really liked this Dead Skunk acrylic. This side's kind of disappointing, I have to say, I think. It's got a lot of white and like no black. This side looks a little bit better. The way they did these is kind of weird. It seems like they use like half a slab of one kind and half a slab of another. Like this half of this slab looks really good, and then this half looks kind of disappointing. So it's just kind of weird how they did this. And then obviously, again, you can tell this is different than that. Just kind of interesting how they did this. And I thought it was a cool knife. And I thought the Dead Skunk acrylic was an interesting cover material. So decided to finally just go ahead and pull the trigger on one of these because I found one that wasn't ridiculous. That being said, I still paid, more than I would have if I would have been able to catch it at a drop. But that wasn't going to happen because these sold out in a matter of seconds. And this is before I was a member of that group on Facebook that actually like will let you know when knives drop and everything. And I've caught two since I've joined that group on the drop, thanks to the group telling everybody about the drop. So if you're not a member of the Great Eastern Cutlery Collectors, no, Great Eastern Cutlery Club, that's what it is, I think, on Facebook, that's probably a good idea if you're really into Great Eastern Cutlery knives like I am, because sometimes they help out with um, telling people when the drops are. And then, of course, there's people trading and selling knives and stuff in there too sometimes. So, if you're looking for an older pattern that you can't find, um, it's a good place to be. But anyway, this was my new 85 teardrop jack crown lifter or cap lifter that was released earlier in 2021 in the Dead Skunk Acrylic. That's going to be it for this video, and hope you guys have a good day.